Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about the difference between importing and referencing your files into Maya. I'm going to go over three different things. The first thing is the difference between importing and referencing and how to actually do that. And then I'm going to make a really short little animation on some of the controls so that I can show you how to copy animation from an imported rig onto a referenced rig. So that the third thing I'm going to do is show you how easy it is to update your character if it's a referenced rig in your animation, right? So what is the difference between importing and referencing? First, and if you import something into your Maya file, that means that you are taking all the information of the file that you're bringing in and loading it into Maya. And so if you have a really complicated character, you're taking that whole character file and Maya is running that whole file. And all of that information is stored in your new animation file. Where if you reference, what you're doing is Maya is just looking at that file and taking only the information that it needs in order to display your character on the screen. So to import a file, you can either go to File, Import, and browse for your character and it shows up here, or you can just browse for it and find your file in your Explorer and just drag it into the Maya window. So I'm going to do that, drag it in. So this is my character. It's just a 3-joint little chain here, and this is imported. So this file is now housing this character. So I'm going to move that over here, and then I'm going to show you how to reference. So to reference, you go to File, Create Reference, or I like to open this reference editor so you can see all the different options. And right here, this little diamond with a plus, this basically is the Create Reference button. So I'm going to click that and open the same one, Test Rig 1. Okay, so this second one is a referenced rig, and the first one is imported. So now I'm going to show you really quickly. I'm going to put an animation on this first one because a lot of your animations you might have already started animating with an imported rig, and I'm going to show you how to get that animation onto your referenced rig. Okay, so let's just take all three of these curves, and I'm going to just give them a rotation. All right. And I'm just going to paste that a couple times. Then I'm going to take, you don't have to do this, I'm just doing this so I can have an example to show you. I'm going to just offset some keys here. Okay, so here's our animation. It's just this wagging tail thing. Okay, so one thing you can do, sometimes it'll work if you just grab all of your controls, right? Copy, like shift, drag, select the timeline, right click, hit copy, then grab all of the controls on your new thing, your new rig, and hit paste. So what that did is it actually moved it into the same place. I'm going to move it out of the way. See, it matched it exactly. But sometimes this doesn't work because sometimes when you do that drag select, you'll select controls out of order. So I'm going to undo that to show you the right way to do this. Okay, so instead, the better way to do this would be to grab the controls in order. So I'm going to grab this one, first one, second one, then third one, and then I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3 on the new rig and paste. Did the same thing in this case because all of the curves had the same animation. But if, say, your character had just a whole bunch of different controls like shoulders and clavicles and elbows and things that are rotating in different ways, it would matter which order everything is selected. So in this case it didn't, but in other cases it will. Most cases it will. So now that I have it copied over, I'm going to delete my imported rig. Okay. So now this is my referenced file, and this is why this is cool. So this is the third thing I wanted to show you, was just how easy this is now to get this animation onto an updated rig. So here, say you updated your character, and if you name it the same thing, the same exact thing, so in this case test rig v01.ma, if I created another file and replaced that name, the same exact name, then you can do reload and it will just repopulate this character and the animation will be there. But I named mine something different so that I could have both files to show you. So I'm going to go to right click, reference, replace reference with version 2. And look, the animation is already on the new rig. I didn't have to do anything to copy it over because it just replaced the reference. My controls were all named the same thing. I happen to have added another control which doesn't have any animation on it because there wasn't anything to copy over. So what I can do here is take my animation and copy it onto this curve. That didn't work because that one had a translate value. So I'm going to take this one and copy it onto this guy. Okay. See? There you go. We referenced a rig, and when we replaced the reference with our newer character, it just automatically updated because all the controls were named the same. This is why referencing is really helpful, so that in your pipeline, if you ever have to make changes to a character, you don't have to go and do what I did before where you have to copy the animation onto the new rig's controls. The controls are just already there and you just replace it and speed things up. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, message me or type them in the comments and I'll try to answer anything I can. So thanks. Bye.